everybody, and happy Monday. Can you believe it is almost August? Man, this time is going by quickly. Thank you for taking time out of your busy week to be here for the Kauai Hawaiian Island of Discovery presentation. My name is Lorraine Romero. I am your NACTA moderator. If you have any questions during the presentation, please do me a favor and put them in the chat box. We will have a Q&A session at the very end, and I will make sure to read the questions to Lonnie for you. This is being recorded, so if something happens, you have a client call or a interruption, I don't want you to miss this important information, so we are recording it. We will have it on the NACTA YouTube site. If you have not already subscribed to the NACTA YouTube site, I would encourage you to do so. I will send a follow-up message in the next couple of days that allows you access on how to do that. On that website, you have a variety of different webinars there. Lisa Watson has some quick, short videos. For example, if you need to change your password or something in your profile for your NACTA site, she gives you insight on how to do that. If you need to update your NACTA one sheet, we'll give that information. And then, of course, we are going to have this wonderful webinar posted there in the next couple of days. So strap in, get your coffee, get relaxed. I am going to turn the reins over to Lonnie. Just to let you know, she'd already advised me that there is going to be a short video that's going to be in the presentation. So typically on GoToWebinar, they lag because the video has to go up to the server and back down. So please don't be surprised if the video lags just a little bit. That's completely normal. So you don't need to put in the chat box that it's lagging, because I know it is. So I'm going to have everybody on mute. I will also put myself on mute, because that way you don't have to be subjected to my squeaky chair in the background, and we want Lonnie to have everybody's full attention. So I am going to turn the reins over to Lonnie Kauai. She is the sales coordinator for the Kauai Visitors Bureau, and I am so happy you are here. This is the first time that she and I have worked together, and she's right on it. She's great. She's got a beautiful presentation. So Lonnie, I'm going to turn the reins over to you, put myself on mute. Just let me know when you need me to come back, and we can do the question and answer time.
All right, well, mahalo, Lorraine. Aloha kakakiako, everybody, and this is Lonnie Kauai. Again, I'm the sales coordinator for Kauai Visitors Bureau, so I'm so excited. I mean, it's only morning here, so I know some of you are going into the afternoon, and some are in the afternoon already. But let's get started, okay? So many of you know that we are the northernmost island of Kauai. And let me see, sorry, this is going back. Okay, we are the northernmost island in the Hawaiian chain, and the oldest, if you haven't known that. Just to let you know, some of our accolades is National Geographic Traveler magazine announced that the best of the world list in 2017. Oh, Kauai, with the island of discovery. We were one of the 3 locations in the United States. Now, going on to the top islands for Travel Leisure magazine, the 10 top islands, number 7 was Kauai. The top 100 hotels in the world was Kauai Resort, number 48, and also the best resorts in Hawaii was Kauai Hotel and Resort, and the Grand Hyatt Kauai. So here's some great accolades right there. And that's where we are. We are in the northernest top of the chain. Now, Kauai is known for these descriptive works, and it is lush, idyllic, immersive in nature, endless shades of green, and relaxed pace. And if you had to describe Kauai to a friend with a single word or phrase, what would it be? And we did a survey, and guess what? This is the words that was brought up. And as you can see, beautiful was the biggest word. So that was the most used word when people were asked, what did you, how can you describe Kauai? Paradise, relaxing, heaven, and breathtaking. So these are what people think of when they think of our island. Kauai, our guests to Kauai are attracted to nature and all of the island's peaceful environment. So they want to get away from the busyness of the crowds, and they prefer the relax and don't want to feel pressure to see all the sights. So as you can see, Kauai is circular in shape, and all of our islands was branded. And so Kauai was branded as the rejuvenating island. And what we would tell people is that if you're going to island hop, do Kauai last, because that way they will feel a lot more rejuvenated when they go back to home. Now, we do have 5 resort areas. I just wanted to briefly go through it with you. And we do have the North Shore, which is Princeville. And the East Coast is called the Royal Coconut Coast. The Lihui area is central. And we have the South Shore where Poipu is, and the west side where Waimea is. Okay. And also too, let me get through the updates for you. And we do have NonStop Flights to Lihui. So we have United Airlines that is going to put on additional service to the islands. So that will increase, as well as American Airlines is a nonstop flight between Dallas. And that daily service will operate from December 15th through January 2018. Hawaiian Air launched their nonstop service from Kauai to Lihui and Kona. So that way you can fly in between without stopping in Oahu. Island Air and Hawaiian Airlines is the 2 inter-island flights that is, they do daily flights. And of course, that nonstop flight from Kona to Lihui. Another update is Kauai Museum, something near and dear to my heart. They are going through some renovations, so you can journey through their 2 buildings. It was built in 1921, and there's 2 floors in each building, and they have the artifacts from Kamehameha II, which he purchased a yacht and renamed it Ha'aheo o Hawaii. And he ran aground on the north shore of our island, and our king is King Kamoali'i. But the Smithsonian gathered up all the artifacts and some of the adornments in the ship from the ship, and they brought it to the mainland. But then in 2015, they brought it back to Kauai. So it is just a grandeur to go in there and see what they have. And also too, another new exhibit is the King Kamoali'i story. Holo Holo Charters, they are a great company to work with, but they have their new Aloha Sunset Sale. And you can actually whale watch during December through April, listen to the local style music and eat local style deli. And it's just a wonderful tour to go through. Kauai hiking tour is a new one too. Jeremiah is the owner, and he'll take you through rigorous trails if you want to, or if you want to do family trails or short trails, he'll do that also, so that you can see all sides of the island and as well as the interior. Outfitters Kauai they have their Poipu Whale Watch Sea kayak. And you can actually paddle to beaches where you can body surf or go snorkeling, that where you can only go by boat. And then you can get to see all of the marine life with the humpback whales and dolphins and sea turtles, which we call honu. Outfitters Kauai, here am I and Miley Brown, which is a director of marketing, and we actually did the longest zip line. So it is so cool going down there and just flying down through the ranch of Kipu and seeing everything down there. It was so much fun. This is another fun one too. If you want to try something new, is zipping by sunset, and your senses are awakened as you go from podium to podium and just zipping along, and all you have is your flashlight, so you can't see right in front of you, but it's just making your senses aware and just seeing the sunset. Here we go at Principal Makai Golf Club. They are getting innovated. They are not only for golfers, but those that don't want to golf. So if you have friends and family that doesn't want to golf, but you want to spend time together, their Sunset Golf Cart Tour is so awesome. You get a brochure and they tell you to stop like at hole number 14 and pick a plumeria for you, and go to this other hole and look at this certain plant. Then you get to end up where these people are doing yoga and watch the sunset. And it's gorgeous, gorgeous. And they just started their last Thursday of the month with a dinner. Now they also do golf bars too. It's kind of like Segway, so you will have to do an instructional type of practice there. I haven't done it yet, but I still want to do it and see how much I can balance on there. But it's so much fun to see what Makai Club has. Back in Princeville, Princeville Ranch Adventures, they have Po'oku events now. So they not only do zip lining, ATV, and horseback riding, but now there is an event area, and it's just so gorgeous. You get to go into either having a barn event or a wedding at the waterfall. Just super cool. Na'ina is one of the hidden gems on Kauai. When we take our travel agents there, they are so delighted of what they saw. So they actually have a kids' day of the month. So they choose one day out of the month to have a kids' day so families can enjoy. Other than that, they have approximately 150 sculptures there. Whimsical delights that the guides just give all these stories. And this acreage was created and founded by the Doties. And now they offer different tours. So they have the formal garden tour that they created. They have a wild forest tour, beach tour at the beach, and the bird tour during December to April. I did the bird tour, and it was fantastic. We got to see all the booby birds there. I've never seen the boobies dance, and so I finally got to see one, and it is so hilarious. And but we got to see so much hatchlings, all those little fuzzy booby birds laying around nesting. It's a great place to get to be. Like I said, travel agent said this is a gem. All right, so here is our video. Enjoy. Wasn't it cool? That was our newest video from the air. So I hope you enjoyed it. All right, so let's go into Lava Lava. And just to let you know that Lava Lava opened up at the Kauai shores. And so as you can see, if you look at the picture, you'll see that they have their dining tables in the sand right on the edge of the beach. So their motto is a drink in your hand, toes in the sand. So Lava Lava Beach Club, again, is located at Kauai shores. Now, the shops at Kukui'ula, Ruth Chris is coming soon. This would be number 7 on, the 6th restaurant in Hawaii to open up. And so we're hoping they'll open soon. So stay tuned for that one. And also, let's go on to your festival and events. So just to let you know, if you go look down on the bottom, you'll see KauaiFestivals.com. Please, 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 this is one of your resources. So I'll mention it at the end again. But these festival events, like the Mayday celebration at the museum, King Kamehameha Day celebration, they are all these cultural festivals that happen, and you get to meet local peoples and eat local food and just learn about the history and culture of Hawaii. And please be careful too when you're going to have one of your clients come to one of these coming down, and it's during this time of the festival, there is a lot more lot less car rentals and a lot less of airfares. So go on to KauaiFestivals.com, see if there is some of the festivals happening during that time. And just to let you know too, it's not that everyone is coming around the whole world to visit Kauai, but our sister island residents come over to enjoy our festivities as well. Okay, some of the festivals happening is the annual Coconut Festival. That happens in October. So anything that is coconut with crafts and games and foods. And we have in June, we just had this one, and it's the Taste of Hawaii, put on by the Rotary Club. And it is a huge event with all the local chefs that come down, and you get to taste all of the local foods all day long. Now, coming up, I think it's the next week already, August 5th and 6th, we have He'ewa I Kauai. And what we do is we sister up with our Polynesian sisters in Tahiti, and they bring over some of the dancers for the competition. So it is actually a competition. Great to see. It's so cute when you watch the little kids compete. And also, too, they bring over their crafts. So we have crafts and foods galore. Okay, then we're off in the west side, where is the Waimea Town Celebration. This is held in February. You can go on for a couple of days with the Hawaii International Film Festivals, as well as concerts and a roundup rodeo as well. Now, something that just started is the Kauai Chocolate and Coffee Festival. So everything coffee and chocolate, my favorite chocolate. And this one happens again in October, and it is you can get some live demonstrations and keiki activities and farm to table type of produce. Oops, sorry. And this is Kauai Museum, Mayday. This usually happens on May 1st. So Mayday is Lei Day in Hawaii. And here I am wearing one of the winning leis in that category. And as you can see, beautiful flowers. We have hundreds of leis that are competing for all these great prizes, and just seeing the artisans come out to do their leis. Like I mentioned, KauaiFestivals.com, this is the page, and you'll get to look and see what's happening during the time that your clients are here, and they can look at it also. Now, we don't have any cities. We only have towns. So each town has their quaint art walks or music festivals. So everything that happens here, we have Hanapepe Art Night every Friday, and it is the biggest little town in Hanapepe. So it's only 2 blocks, but it has tons of shops. Another new place that is growing is Anainaho Community Park. It has a Kauai mini golf and botanical garden. So it's not your normal clown golf course. It is a botanical garden. All of these flowers and plants that was brought to Hawaii. So it's an evolution garden, and there's placards there so that you can acquaint yourself with the evolution of our plants and have fun at the same time. Now, if you look on the right-hand picture, you'll see a waterfall. That is called the Historic Stone Dam. You can either walk there or you can rent a bike from Anainaho, and you can ride your bike out to that area and walk to the dam. They do have their free First Friday film series on the lawn from February to October. And this is such a good family area to be at. And also they do have a food restaurant there as well. Now back to the shops at Kukula, they do have a Kauai Culinary Market every Wednesdays, 3:30 to 6. And then they have Kanakapila every Friday at 6:30 to 8:30. So you'll see the local musicians out there playing their music. Now for all your foodies, here is Tasting Kauai. They offer food tours. So there's on the North Shore, East and South, and they have a farmer's market. And the newest is their short order tour. Basically what you'll do is you will follow the guide to certain parts of the island, and you'll meet with chefs and farmers, and they'll tell you how to cook things and give you recipes. So it's a great place to find unique items to eat. Other ongoing events, we have free hula shows, lots of different musics that are playing all different places, a lot of them at hotels and resorts. Other than that, you'll find them in open markets, at sunshine markets. And again, KauaiFestivals.com. Sunshine markets, we have them every day of the week except for Sundays. So your clients can pick up some fresh mangoes. We just had a whole tree full of lychee and dragon fruit. So those are all the fresh fruits that we have, and papayas. Oh, so good. Now, just to let you know that KawaiiMade.net is all of these creators of Kauai products. So if you look at that logo, you'll find that when you're shopping that way, you'll know that this item was made on Kauai. So we have the anti-lily koi jams as well. Oh, shelter dogs on field trips. I'm not too sure if any of you know about them, but we do have them. If you're missing your furry friend, you take them out. They'll give you one of these vests, and the vest is for the dogs, not for you now. And so people can see that your dog that you're taking out is adoptable. The good thing about it is that out of a whole week, we may have 2 visitors that actually will adopt a dog, and they will help you send them back home. So it's a really good program, and it makes the dogs happy to get out there. So that is at Kauai Humane Society. Hey, don't forget about these water dogs that we call in, and these are monk seals. They are endangered species, so we always tape the area up. People don't know if are they sleeping? Are they just hanging out on the beach? What are they doing? They're actually resting, so we need to let them rest because there are predators out there, and if they don't get their rest, we don't want them to get harmed. So we always tape up the area, and now with zoom lens on your cameras, so it's easy to take your pictures from afar. So please be aware that you'll have to stay within about 150 feet away from them. Okay, here's some client tips. Please pass these along to your clients. Seatbelt law on Kauai. Everybody has to have them, even the passengers in the back. Hands-free law, no texting. You can use your Bluetooth, but hands-free. And remember, I was talking about renting your client's car as soon as they can. You don't want your clients to end up with a U-Haul truck. And no smoking laws as well. So that includes beaches, camping areas, and trails. And another website to go to is KawaiiExplorer.com. This you can put on your cell phone, and that way you can pick up your daily beach updates. So it tells you where not to, what the conditions are. On the North Shore during the winter time is a lot more choppier than the South Shore, so head down to the South Shore. All right, so as I mentioned, here are the resources for you. Go on to agents.gohawaii.com. This one, you will have online certification for special benefits, including your consumer referral listing. You can even get access to our knowledge bank, and that's full with pictures, so you can download pictures for if you wanted to do your presentations to your clients or for your staff in your office. So that is all new, the Knowledge Bank. So I think it comes online tomorrow. Order materials online for all islands. So you've got your maps and your vacation planners that you can order from Agents Go Hawaii. Also, too, this is our main website for Kauai, is KawaiiDiscovery.com. You'll get island overview activities, accommodations. It's a one-stop shop right there for your clients. And we have a video on there that they can click on the video and watch the video of Kauai. KawaiiFestivals.com, we mentioned that, and as well as KawaiiExplorer.com for your needs for safety. Okay? Again, that's the very end of my presentation. I want to say mahalo for your support. And again, go to agentsgohawaii.com. My name is Lonnie Kauai, and turn it over to you, Lorraine. Mahalo.
Great job, Lonnie. Thank you. I knew that when we're at the very beginning of our presentation, you would just be a superstar. So you were. The information is great. And as I want to remind everybody, if you want to see this presentation again, so that way you can get the websites and the phone numbers and information, feel free to go to the YouTube site. I will send a link to this particular webinar within the next couple of days. Also, Lonnie was pointing out all those useful links. Their site's great. There's a page in particular that is just of a calendar for all the upcoming events, which is really, really helpful, because if you have a client, for example, who's, I don't know, right now it's almost August and they're booking in October and they want to know what activities that will be available for them to do, you can just direct them to that. There's also the links that she mentioned for the markets. Kauai is definitely known for their fresh produce, all their locally made items, and you want to be able to help support the little guys, because that's what they're there for. They're there to be able to share their culture, share the passion. And I don't know, Lonnie, is that one of the takeaways you would like agents to know, is that your island in particular is about just kind of chilling out and relaxing and getting a real quiet vacation.
Right. It's a place to relax, but also too, it's a place of discovery. That's why we're called the Island of Discovery. There is so much to do on our island, and I can tell you, if you ask people, is 7 days enough? They tell us all the time, 7 days is not enough for our island. So that's why we do have lots of repeat visitors. So our percentage for repeat visitors are very high. And remember, I was talking about the events and festivals. Well, once they go to one and they love it, they will schedule their vacation around that event. So lots of things to do here.
Exactly. You had brought up a slide about the chocolate coffee festival. Oh my goodness gracious. We were there, had the luck of the draw to be there when that was on the very first year. Fun. Is this the third year now? Is that right?
This is the third year and coming up. And just to let you know, just a little trivia for all of you, but Kauai Coffee Company is the largest coffee plantation in the United States. There we go.
There you go. There you go. And it's a wonderful place that you can taste. They have a self-walk guide around the plantation for you to get some of the culture. They have a little cultural center. It's a lot of fun. And I say that because a friend of mine works there, and she loves her job, loves people. If you have clients, for example, that are going to be on the island, reach out to her, and they can build a little gift basket for you. Don't know what the charge is going to be, but if you want to be able to do something that's unique for your clients, most people drink coffee, and as Lonnie said, the Kauai Coffee Company is the largest there. They make some pretty awesome coffee, and they have a cute little gift shop. So definitely, if you're not going to get them a gift, send them there. Have them, trust me, they'll come home with bags and all these other fun stuff, shirts, good little candies, and a lot of local stuff. So that's one little tip from an agent who sends people to Kauai all the time.
Yes, they do have a snack shop there too. And also too, they have over 20 varieties of sampling coffee. So if you want to get your jitters, that's the place to go.
Exactly. Well, I've got the questions coming in, so I want to start throwing them out there for you. So if you're ready, what tour operators can we book activities to earn commission? Okay. So when you're calling, do you just call? There's, for example, our outfitter, somebody that does activities. Do you call them and say, "Hey, I'm a travel agent. I'd like to book my clients. Here's my IATA number." What would the process be?
There are some that do the commission basis, but you have to probably check with your wholesaler and see who they deal with, because I personally, I don't know how many of the companies here on Kauai does it with just strictly with the travel agent. You'll probably have to go through your wholesaler. Your wholesaler say, "Hey, we have all this whole list of Kauai vendors that you can use for your for booking your clients and getting commissions on that."
And that makes total sense. I know that I'll work with All About Hawaii, for example. I know that when I do a booking with them, I can do air, car, activities. I have a ton of activities, whether it's a sunset cruise, going and doing different activities. So that's a real good recommendation, is to work with your wholesaler. So. Next question, is shelter dog program available to passengers who are in the port for a day?
Yes, they can. They can do that if they are in port. If you are in port overnight, I would say, there's the NCL that comes in on Thursdays and they leave on Fridays. That would be the great way to do it. If they're in for the day, you would want to see the island instead of going on and spending the day strictly only with the dogs. But I mean, I love the dogs, but you want to see the island, and especially when you come to port, they are on a very, very tight schedule. So, it's just overnight for that one in NCL. They are looking at some other cruise lines have been here to see if they can do the same as NCL, but other than that, they are only here for the day.
Gotcha. So I have a ton of people asking me to ask you to please put up the page again that has your email and contact information, because the one that's showing is blank, and they're all letting me know, "Hey, what's wrong? The page is blank." And I just went for one poor agent. I went, "Yep."
It was like, oh my gosh, it just turned out.
I think, was it the first one?
Oh,
it's going to be just to let you know, it's going to be in the follow-up email anyway. So if we don't find it, you will get it. Don't worry.
Okay, here we go. Can everybody see that?
Yeah, they're asking for, yeah, that'll be a great resource. They were asking for your email.
Here we go.
Ta-da! That's the one. There you go. Thank you. I knew we'd get it. It's always the last one you look.
Shut off by itself.
Here's an interesting question I've never had anybody ask. Yeah, you're right. It shut off. Someone was asking, can a client fly their drone on the island? Now, I've never had anybody ask that question before.
No. You would have to have a permit. Sorry, I think this is on a time. Did everybody get my email address?
They will. It's right here, and they'll get it in the follow-up email that's going to be coming.
Okay. Okay, so talking about the drones, no, you cannot fly their drones here. You do have to have a state or county permit.
Gotcha. So essentially, no. There you go. It'll be a lot of work to get one. Well, those are all the questions that I have. I want to thank you again for time in your busy day. I know it is early for you. For me, it's almost lunchtime. I'm in California. I see a lot of the agents that are online are spread out all over the country. So I want to thank everybody for taking their time to be here. And Lonnie, again, it was wonderful working with you. I know that we will do it again in the near future.
Awesome.
Okay. Any last comments you would like to make before we part?
Well, I would like to say mahalo to everyone. And if you need to reach out again, you can contact me at Kauai, that's K-A-U-I, at hvcb.org. And I appreciate everybody hanging in there and spending time with me. Aloha and ahuiho.
Aloha. Thank you, everybody. As I mentioned, this is being recorded, and you'll have the link to this shortly. Have a good afternoon, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye, Lonnie.
Aloha.
Have a good rest of your day.
Bye-bye.